We'll be going live in about 2 minutes, guys. So I just got to put it on mute. And welcome to my show. I'm a psychic medium that does remote viewing, and it's sort of came about 16 years ago, something like that, even longer, I guess I should say, because I had cancer 16 years ago, and that sort of triggered all these different things to weirdly come into my life. But if you'd like to have a free reading, or a free mini reading, I should say, then come along to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air Facebook page, and I will see you there. Normally what I do is I call in everybody and all their spirit and all the people on my live show on the Facebook here. I call them in and I say, tune in, say hello, tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county, and we will get started with saying hello to everybody. And that's pretty much how I operate. But we've got a little bit of a technical issue in the panel tonight. We don't have any sponsored ads loaded up, so we're just waiting for feedback from the team or the producers at the background here, the presenters. If someone has an idea, we're going to try and take some sponsored ads from the previous show, so hopefully someone can load them up while we're live. But anyway, that's the beauty of being on radio. We can do that remotely through here as well. So if you see things populating, Ellie, you'll know what's going on. Poor Ellie, she's on fire tonight. We'll just say hello to everybody. So welcome to the show, guys. We're going to scroll all the way back. So we've got Omni Jerry. She's first off the rank. Let's see where Jules Polglaze is. Michelle Coburn's beat her again. She's in fine form, on fire. Jill Polglaze, where are you? She's probably on the wrong page again.
She was top. She was first.
Oh, was she? I can't see her there.
You just opened too late.
So she's first off. There you go. Well done, Miss Jill Polglaze, on fire too. We've got Michelle Coburn. We've got Joanne Howard. Deborah Ellis, hello there. She says, will I get the house that I put an offer in for yesterday? Lovely. You need to actually acknowledge spirit first. It's we've got to respect spirit. So let's pull in as much energy as we can tonight. I feel like it's going to be a really good night. It was a thunderstorm here as on both Ellie and I as we were on the way to the studio. I was thinking, oh my God, I hope it stops. And I just said to the smorgasbord before us, I said, what do you do? What does the station do if it all shuts down? He goes, go home. I said, okay, even better. And I'm just lock up and go home. I said, cool. So If you'd like to have a free reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. I'm streaming live across a live 90.5 FM radio station Facebook page, as well as Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, and another three huge Facebook pages. So come along to the main page, which is on Facebook on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. You can also watch us live on the feed here. So let's go and say hello to everybody. So we've got Brian Wilson. G'day. You were on there last night because I remember your name. We've got Michelle saying hello to Jules. Good. Let's keep going. Jenny Louise, hello. We've got Lavinia Pomana. She was on here last night, one of my private reading ladies as well that I do readings for her. She allows me to talk about it. And the last time I had a reading, or second last time I think, or last time I can't remember, I think it was last time I had a reading with her, I actually drew what the tattoo of her deceased partner's best friend had on his arm. And I drew the exact tattoo. And that was pretty freaky for both of us, let me tell you. That's the remote viewing kicking in. And I also have Jackie Clean here. Hello. She says, good morning, Lesley. Tell me where you're from, Jackie. Suburb, state, country, county. I have Wendy Merce Martin. Hello. Alison Turner. Hello. Who else have we got here? Tanya Aikens is watching. Hello. She says, good evening to you, Lesley and Ellie and Spirits. Yes, we've got to acknowledge Spirit. We've got Chantel Carr. Hello there. We've also got on the 16th of December, I'm doing Psychic TV as well. That's amazing. If you want to be in the audience for that, you need to contact me. We've also got here, oh, well done, Brian. He says, I watched this. Oh, bless you, Ellie. It's on point every single night. We're in the studio here. She never sneezes any other time, but it's on point, isn't it, Ellie?
Yeah.
I love it. Brian Wilson says, I watched The Secret last night. And Brian, come on, tell me what you think. I need to know what you think because I harp on about it all the time. You need to probably watch it again and again to get it, really, really get it. We've got Marek Boston Boyce. I'm from Western Australia. Mav, hello there. Tash Flowers, hello there, Angel. Wendy Merce Martin, hello there. Bev Ridley's back tonight. She wasn't with us last night. She sends me a message saying, I'm not going, I've got friends, I'm not seeing you tonight. I said, cool, I'm going to miss you. So we did miss you, Bev. We've also got here Jill Polglaze, love your work, thank you. She says to you there, Ellie, not me. What else have we got? Deborah Ellis, I think I've said her. Let me scroll forward. So having a conversation there. Sarah Swishback. I can't say that surname. It's SCHWEBACH. Hello. How are you? John Carter. Hello. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. Tanya Aiken says, that's amazing. Read the tattoo. Yes. Lavinia Pomada will tell you straight away. She wrote on our Facebook page last night the validation as well. So she'll tell you how it is because that's exactly how I saw it. Exactly what I saw was the tattoo on the arm. And she actually sent me a photo of the best friend of her husband that passed. So, and the tattoo surely was there, exactly how I described it. So, and that's the remote viewing that I do. I get it like when you come out of the shower and the mirror is a little bit misty. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not the ghost in the mirror. It's actually just like, a bit of mist. And once the mirror starts to fade away a bit, the mist starts to fade away, I can see a lot more clear. And then they take me through your house and I've described people's houses to them that I've never seen before. And I do remember it's bringing me back to when I was young and I was about 19 and I forgot about this now until now, that I remember having a dream about my old boss's house. And he was the director down in Melbourne. He used to fly up to Sydney all the time. And one day I said, oh, Alan, I've had a dream about your home. And he's just laughing really arrogantly, looking at me. And I'll never forget that day. And he goes, oh, ha, ha, ha. He just a giggle a lot. And he says, oh, what does it look like, Lesley? What does it look like, And then I described it to a T. And I said, there's got this drop-down lounge room. I remember saying a big, long foyer to the lounge room and drop-down lounge room and everything. It's got this kind of mat on the floor. The lounge is this color. And I said, there's a fireplace. I said, there's a picture above the fireplace, but I can't quite work out what it is. I said, it looks quite like brown and white and something like that. I said, I can't work out what it is. It's very vague for me. And he said, He says he is in shock, mind you. I had to lift his chin up off the table, and he turned around and he said, "Lesley, you're not going to believe this, but that's an Aboriginal painting on the wall." And I said, "You're kidding me?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "That all that brown and that black and the white stuff that you're describing is the Aboriginal painting." I went, "Oh, okay, that's probably why I couldn't see it." He goes, "It's an abstract." He said, "I bought it, many years ago, blah, blah, blah." But he says he loves all that Aboriginal stuff. And that's what I saw. And I didn't realize I described the driveway, the car and driveway, everything. So, and yes, Mr. Allen, I won't say his surname, but that's what happened to me many years ago when I was about 19. So I really did have this from a young age, but that was a dream. And I never really kind of paid any attention to it after that. But now it's full flight for me, and I have a way with my spirit guide, and this sounds bizarre, but I have a way with my spirit guide, and I say to him, I want to have all my messages. I want to have a smorgasbord of information. I need you to supply me with numbers, names, suburbs, whatever you get, whatever you show me, mediumship side as well as the psychic side. I want to have everything between this time and that time when I'm on air or when I'm on my live show from home. If it's tonight, I'll say, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, we're on, buddy, you're on. Don't give me anything beforehand. Don't give me anything after, because I really want to drive home safely. And I also want to be protected by you. And I also want to have a good night's sleep without any ghost trying to join me to go to sleep, at night. So that's what I try and do. But if you'd like to have a free reading from me, I do 8 hours a week. I pretty much do Sunday night 8 till 10, Monday night on a live 90.5 FM 9 to 11, Tuesday night from 10 till 12, and Wednesday night from 8 till 10 as well. And it's coming up to Christmas time. I do private readings as well, but that's a different story. The money that I get from the private readings actually pays for all the radio shows, as well as I send random act of kindness gifts to people around the world. So if you've done a random act of kindness to somebody, and I'm not talking about, just taking the next door neighbor's garbage bin out or feeding the cat or something like that. I'm talking about, yeah, what happened there? There's somebody's playing with the thing. So someone's just put in a song over our ears here, or something. No, they put an ad in. So yeah, if well, I've lost my train of thought now. That balked me. It actually deafened me. So we'll just forget about that. Let them do that in the background. So actually, Ellie, can you write to them and just tell them? Can you just tell him not to play the stuff on while we're live, please? Tell him that we're live and we just blasted my ears. So let's keep going. I forgot where I was up to because it balked me so much, but never mind. Let's keep going. We're on show number 47 tonight. So I've done 47 shows here at Alive. That means I've nearly been here for 12 months already. Can you believe it? And it's gone so quick. So I've done over 287 live shows. Most of that's been on radio, and I'm also coming up to another radio station hopefully next year, which is the one I used to stream off, but they actually renovated it. So they've got their Christmas party this Sunday. However, it's
next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. And however, it's my daughter's birthday. So God bless her. She's going to be 24. She's a baby. She's my darling. So but I'll leave it there, and I've got a validation from Lavinia Pomana. So over to you there, Ellie.
So Lavinia said, validation from the first private reading, Lesley, best for you to watch the replay but you had mentioned to my sister that things will fall in place December. Well, last week, Friday, a lady had come over and for 2 years, we as a family had been waiting for news as our family was put through hell. But this lady had come to tell us that my sister's grandkids case has been finally closed. It was the news we all had been waiting for, and my sister had texted to say it was probably what you said. Everyone can finally move forward. Just one more thing to do is go to my brother-in-law's grave and tell him it's finally over. Thanks, Lesley.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, I'll have to read that again because I've lost my train of thought with that because I was messaging to get these ads on our station. So we want to say hello to Margaret Bennett. Hello there. Thanks for joining us. I feel like I'm muzzled now, Ellie. What's going on with the sound? Something's not right with the sound. Oh, God. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And we're still live? Yep. Okay, well, let's keep going.
No one. Yeah, we are.
Okay, let's keep going. So send me your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there on the main page on Facebook. So I'm just going to read out some more people and then we'll start and do the readings and get stuck into it. But thank you, beautiful Lavinia Pomada, for that validation. I will have to get Ellie to, can you send me that one to text there, Ellie, as well? Because I want to be able to read that one. I missed a whole lot of it. All right. Oh, gosh. Okay, Jenny Louise says, hi, I hope you had an awesome day. I did. I had a great day. She says, I would love a message from my son in spirit, please, if he has one for me. They always have messages, Lovey. So I also get 12 at Christmas time, even though that's very general. Christmas time is going to be a trying time for you, but you're going to get through it. And do you leave a spot or a space at the table for your son? Because I just see an empty chair and he's saying to me, make sure she doesn't fill that spot. Okay, so at the dinner table, like, you know, when you're serving up food, doesn't matter if it's lunch or dinner, it's just like there's a special spot for him. And I also see, I don't know why, he just said handkerchief. So why would he say handkerchief? I don't know there, or hanky. And I feel like that might be a nickname. I just heard a nickname as well. Was there a special name like similar to that, hanky? Not as in handkerchief, if that makes sense. I also get the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4, and you got the month of April as well. So coming up, I feel like July next year is going to be significant for you, and also June next year. So June and July next year. So get all your ducks in a row. That's what I'm hearing from you. And he's also, if you can see me on Facebook, he's going like this, sending kisses to you, okay? Because he knows that you're here listening. And I also want to ask you too, does he have dark brown hair, a slightly tanned olive skin, but not olive skin? If that, he's still got the white in it, but it's a bit olive. That's what I'm seeing with him. And brown eyes, okay? And then also I just saw another gentleman similar but with hazel eyes. So who's that around you? And I also get the number 23. So 2 and 3 is 5 in the month of May. And I've also got going back to July again, 100%. You just said July again. So definitely something's occurred or will be occurring in July. And I feel like there's a lot of emotions around you, which is normal when you've lost a past loved one. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's going on around you that doesn't even relate to him, but it's always brought back to him, if that makes sense. Okay, so it doesn't relate, he's saying to me, but it's brought back to him. And I also know that the communication around the house has actually dropped, and I can see the sadness, the sorrow, the tears. I feel like there's a lot of pain in your heart at the moment, and it won't change for a long time. Okay, so a lot of pain in the heart, and this is not just from your son. This is from other things as well. Okay, and I feel like there's like relationship breakdown, lots of stuff, lots of things going down and pear-shaped for you. But I also want to say too, Lovey, that there's a lot of things coming up that's going to be really good, and it makes me excited. And I can see the smile on your face. And he's shown me that he's given you signs, but you've missed them. So, and I feel like I feel that, oh, bless you, Ellie. I feel like there's anxiety around you, of course, but I also feel like there's a lot of signs that you've seen, but you don't realize it's him, okay? And you see the shadows as well. He's showing me shadows as well. So when I see shadows on my right and they run past me, the spirit runs past me, I know that you're like me, but don't know how to use it, okay? So acknowledge the spirit that's around you and send it off, because I do see that you have the knowing and that you do have that, what's it called? The clair, like the audible clair, like you hear things, you see things, but you don't see it like me as remote viewing. You're seeing it as a shadow around you. That's what I'm getting, and that's how they start. They'll start bothering you like that. And so if you're not interested in doing what I do, then just acknowledge them, send them off, and then hopefully they will actually what do you call it? I got amnesia all of a sudden. So who's the person around you, the elderly lady around you with amnesia? I feel like he's with her. And I feel like this is a grandmother, and this lady has lost her senses. Okay, so lots of senses gone, depleted. I just heard depleted and zero to nothing, like zero, nothing. So yeah, and I feel like that the elderly lady's there, and she's smiling. She's saying hi. She's really, really petite, really quite placid lady. Okay, she's really, really quite placid. Butter would melt in the mouth, she said, but she said she knows the right from wrong. She would tell you, but in her own way. That's like the matter of fact way. That's how I'm seeing this lady. And I'll leave that there for you. If you could validate any of that, Jenny, that would be beautiful. Thank you. What else do we have here? Any other validations there, Ellie? Not yet. Thank you, Ainsley. He's loading up our system here to play our advertisements. Thank gosh for that. Oh gosh, God for that. Karen Lorady, she says, if possible, could I please have a message from Spirit? Thank you. I truly be grateful for any guidance you can give me from any loved ones for coming up for me. Thank you kindly, darling. So, Karen, I do see health again. And I do feel like there's a lot of issues around health here. It's like a lot of anxiety with you at the moment. I kind of know you, but I don't know you. And I just want to say 23 for you, 2 and 3 is 5 in the month of May for you also. And definitely this is another health kick up the butt here. And I have to say it because I feel like there's a lot of things going on around you. I'm seeing drawn in face again. I'm seeing dehydration. I'm seeing a lot more like eyes popping out of the head, things like that. So please get your health on track. It's 100%. You need to get your health on track. And I also got left ankle pain around you as well. So what's going on with the left foot, or did one of your past loved ones have an issue with the left foot as well? They're also giving me pain in the arm here. So my right arm, I was just trying to write, and it's like I can't even move my hand. So right pain in the forearm as well. Lots of things going on around you, and I know that we've got a psychic medium out there that's actually stolen money from you, which needs to pay you back. However, she's not going to pay you back yet because she doesn't want to pay you back. I get it. But I feel like there's other people that owe you money as well, but you need to retrieve that money as soon as possible because that's your money, and it's going to be it's going to be a lot better for you. Okay, so please try and get that money out of that person or those 2 people that owe you money. Okay, it's really important. It's your money. It's not anybody else. You saved it. You worked hard for it, so it's your money. That's how I see it. And that psychic medium needs to pay you back. That's what she needs to do. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Anything for you there, Ellie? Okay. We've got Julie Robertson. Hello. Okay, what is she saying here? Hi, Lesley. Hope you had a great day. I'm doing okay. I'm still waiting to urgently move. Will it happen before the end of the year? Oh, I don't see that, lovey. Urgently move. I don't see the urgency in it. That's what Spirit's giving me, and I don't feel like this is the right time for you just to drop everything and move at the start. I know you're ready to go, but I just feel like you've got to have a bit more stability there. Okay, it's yeah, I just feel like that things are going to change around February and March around you, but I do see property coming up at the end of January, okay? So keep your options open. End of January, okay, for the moving. And I also get 17 around you. 1 and 7 is 8 in the month of August as well. And I get 27, so 2 and 7 is 9, and you've got September as well. So you've got 17, 8 or August, 27, 9 or September. So what do they mean to you? And is it you that the one that has a sore left ankle? Because the pain hasn't gone away from Karen, so I think this might be you. So I feel like that I've got something like my ankle is swollen. Something's not right with it. It's like I don't want to put it down. I just want to lift it up. So who's that around you, or is there someone around the feed here that's actually got something not right? So with their foot, and I'll leave that there. Wendy Merce Martin, can you tell something strange, please? What can I tell you something? Yeah, of course you can. Brian Wilson says, please love the strange, of course. So as long as it's clean, it'll be fine. So my partner does not believe he's seen my dog behind him sitting, but my dog was was in the lounge asleep. Weird. Hey, what do you mean, Wendy? I don't get it. It's coming up to a full moon, guys. So you're going to get all this weird stuff coming up. So brace yourself, because I look at my Apple Watch, and it's clearly we're nearly fully into the full moon. So people will be talking weird. They'll be talking a lot. They'll be behaving differently. Relationships go a bit crazy, and emotional people come into play. So don't get into any arguments. I always say that around a full moon. So just hang tight with the arguments, okay? Just pull back the reins. Just zippity zip. and things will be fine. So Bev Ridley, she says, I cleansed the house the other day of unwelcome spirits. Well done. I don't usually cleanse anything in my house. I just say to my spirit guide, whatever you do, whatever we do, I say, you need to protect me, please. And that's what I rely on. I rely on him 100%. Even when I finish my shows, Ellie can vouch for this. All I do is I just get up, pack up, and go. We can't wait to get out of here at the end of the night because we're exhausted. So, but yeah, we've got to work tomorrow, So Lorna Hearn says it's 5:30 a.m. here. Good morning, Leslie and Ellie. Hello there, Lorna. Nice to see you again. Haley Townsend, hello there, lovey. How are you going? Are you studying still, or what's going on here? So we've got Jenny Louise. She's got a validation there. Ellie, over to you.
So Jenny said, thank you for my beautiful reading. Yes, he does have light brown hair with olive skin. I am finding it very hard this year, being my second Christmas without my son. Sadly, I will be spending it alone. I have been very emotional and cry at the top and cry at the drop of a hat. Thank you for the kisses.
Oh, lovey, you're good. It's not easy, but trust me, be assured, he's going to show you lots of signs around Christmas time. So keep your eyes open and pinned. You'll see things like lights, like flickering of lights when they don't need to, and you go. It's like the bedside table will start to flicker, and you think, oh yeah, the light bulb's going in it, but no, sure as ever, it fixes itself, and that's him, lovey. He's just sending his love to you, okay? And he's also just shown me, when you get the mist on the actual window or a mirror, like I was explaining before about my remote viewing, but when you look there, I feel like there's words in it with the mist, if that makes sense. Can you check? Because he's just showing me writing in the mirror, but you can only see it when it's got mist on it, if that makes sense. I don't know why. I just see writing in the mirror. That's what I just saw. And that just, unless he used to do that when he was a kid. That's quite bizarre. Back over to you there, Ellie. Got another one from Tanya Akins.
So Tanya said, validation in regards to the refund from Qantas, you mentioned I would get the refund around February, but I got it on the 2nd of December.
Okay, so February is number 2, and the 2nd is number 2 as well. So there you go. I'll take that one as well. But at least you got it. That's awesome. Well done. Over to you, Ellie.
So a few weeks ago, I think it was you read for Amy Tunningsley with her uncle. She just said, "Hey Leslie, just updating you. My uncle passed away. Thank you for the prayer you did for him and my family."
Oh, that's really, really sad. Julie Robertson said, "Thank you. Yes, it's me with the arthritis in my ankle. Yes, because my ankle's killing me. Now that you've said that, it's all gone away, and I feel like I can move it again. I couldn't move it very, very, very well before." And Michelle Lambert's got a right. No, this is the left side ankle. So which one of you's got the left one? Michelle Lambert says, my right ankle is very sore. Omni Jurish says, I have a very sore knee, not foot. No, not the knee. Definitely not the knee at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll find something for someone else. Did you sneeze again?
Yeah.
Bless you. Oh, bless her. So Wendy Merce Martin said he's seen the dog, but it wasn't there at all. Yes, how cool is that? So your partner is quite spiritual there, Wendy Merce Martin, but I feel like that he's afraid of it. Okay, so there's no point pushing him there. But if he wants to get rid of all the spirit out of or away from him, just tell him to acknowledge it and send it off as well. Okay, so that's really important because otherwise I'll just keep stalking him, and I'm talking stalking a lot. Michelle Lambert said that explains a lot. Fair enough. I can't remember what I said, but yeah. What do we got here? Wendy Harvey says, best day ever. Lunch with my best friend. Started at 11 a.m. Finished at 7:30. Oh my God, so much laughter. I love my life. See, it's beautiful, isn't it, Miss Harvey? I love it when I hear people happy like that. It's so cool. Andy Danches, big hello, Spirit and Leslie. Hope all good. Power of prayer is real. So pray for the ones who are going to be alone for Christmas and sick. Exactly. 100%. Tanya Aikens, she says, that's what I thought too. Thank you, Leslie. You're welcome, but I don't even remember what I said about that too yet there, Tanya. What else have we got here? So Brian Wilson says, should I keep working full-time or go back to study in the new year? Full-time ? I feel like you're going to need to do both, but not full-time, okay? You have to do part-time work, and I feel like that's going to be the best option. You need to have money coming back in the house, and that's going to give you your sanity as well. But I'm seeing 2 to 3 days a week is better for you than none. Okay, I don't like the fact of not doing anything, but the study is going to pay off in the future. And I always tell everybody 1000% you need to go and do study, because that's the most important thing that you can have as a backup plan in your life, you know. So when we had lockdown in Sydney, you know, I could actually go and do readings online. I could do personal training online. I could do anything. I could teach people, do lectures, anything online. So that's what I did, and it's because I'm versatile. I learned a lot of things. When I got sick with the cancer years ago, I said I love study, so I'm just going to study anything and everything that I love, and I did, and I became qualified at quite a lot of things. So anything's always, you know, and that's what I use when I do my readings. I actually put on my hats. So my project management hat, my massage hat, my personal training hat, strength and conditioning, or, you know, it's a lot of hats that I have, and I do hypnosis as well. So it all pays off, you know. Karen Riley, did you get that with Karen Riley? Yep.
So Karen Riley said validation. I have got a swollen left ankle.
Yeah.
When I walk too much, my ankles swell. I am trying to get my health on track.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done, Lovey. Yeah, I knew that it was, yeah, I had that feeling with the foot when I was reading for you, and I haven't even seen you. I didn't even know that. That's cool. I mean, not cool that you got the foot, but cool that I got it. Haven't even seen you. Michelle Lambert said the full moon moods. Yes, that explains a lot. 100%. So just going back to when I used to do my PT clients, I used to always have, like, I did like full time for 8 years at one gym, but every time I saw, you can see it's like on the, sorry, I just dropped it on my computer, but you can see it, you can see it on the bottom left-hand side where the moon is, okay, with it, not with the 22, not the middle, but the end, the moon. You can see it's nearly into full moon. But when my PT clients used to come into the gym, I could tell who was going to be emotional, who was going to be a total wreck, and who wasn't. And I'd just wait to see who was just going to be the emotional ones, and then know exactly straight away, because it's a full moon. I could predict it easily, not because I was psychic, but I could just predict it easily. It was that simple. And then you'll see different dynamics in the house, depends on the person. If they've got a lot more fluid in their body, or they're a lot more, you know, overweight or anything like that, you'll notice them change a bit more. They're more emotional as well, because of the moon runs through the cycle of the water, the ocean. That's another lecture. So I'll leave that there. But yes, that's very interesting. I used to love teaching all that stuff. Michelle Lambert, once the full moon moods settle down, will my preteen move home? Please, and Leslie, will my preteen move home? I don't think so, not yet. I don't see any movement yet at the moment, Lovey. Beverly, feeling sad. My very fit and healthy neighbor felt very tired when she woke up last Wednesday, and her husband was worried about her and called ambulance, and she had an operation next day to remove cancer from her stomach. Yeah, wow. Like, Bev, that's pretty full on to actually have an operation the next day to remove cancer. That lady must have been in pain for some time, because like that type of cancer just doesn't rock up and, you know, just says, hang on a second, I'm just going to make it full-blown cancer in my stomach for a while. I feel like this lady's got a lot of you know, thresholds for her pain. That's what I'm getting for her. So what do we got here? So Tanya Aikens, one of my clients wanted me to ask you if you see another dog for me in my future. She's hoping you say yes, so we can take it out with us. So of course, I do see a dog. I actually see a black dog. I don't know if you've had a dog that was black and white chest. And I just saw and they just said my old dog's name from when I was a kid, and it was a black dog with a white chest, white socks as well, and it looks like it's got a bit of terrier in it, but it's a bigger kind of dog, but not small. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I do see a dog coming up in the future, 100%, and I feel like this is going to be around February. It's like she's looking, but she hasn't found nothing. That's what I get. Brian Wilson, validation. I will look into both options. You need to do both options, Lovey. Do not put your eggs in one basket and just go study. And 100% do not do that. Okay, I don't like that idea. I don't get a good feeling from that at all, Brian. I'm just giving you the heads up warning now that it's not a good idea just to go headfirst into the study just by itself. You need to have a backup plan. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So if you'd like to have a free psychic reading, then come along to the Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and we'll be back in a minute.
We love Christmas. We'll love our festive song.
Alive 90.5.
Beautiful.
Are you looking for a home loan?
So see that there, that shouldn't be there, that should be up there. They've done it wrong.
Rigmarole? Not sure where to start? Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With access to over 30 lenders, she can find you the best deal according to your personal situation. Best part is, you won't pay a cent for her services. Call Deb on 0449 909 133. The mortgage broker who puts the fun back into finance. DebbieDoesHomeLoans.com.au. Station sponsor. What's on at Workers? Enjoy free live music every Saturday night at Workers Blacktown. Every Saturday night and Sunday afternoon at Workers Sports. And every Sunday afternoon at Workers Hubertus. Plus, enjoy a full range of dining facilities. Visit the website at www.workersclub.com.au for the full music schedule, plus plenty of other activities including raffles, bingo, promotions and fun events. Workers is your club. Station sponsor. Learn something new in 2022 with the Parramatta College. Turn 2 courses are criteria apply. Improve your personal and professional development with an award-winning community college. Enroll today at the Parramatta College.
Oh, thanks for that. I want to read that.
2072. That's 9687-2072. Or visit parramattacollege.edu.au. Station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 9894 6660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, in grain quality.
That's cool. I love that validation. Thank you, Lavinia. It's awesome.
No matter how many times Jenny slides it from left to right.
Over the page.
And no matter how many nights her and mum sleep in this car, it's just as uncomfortable.
Okay.
For every
How long we got
person
to
who
go?
starts sleeping on the streets,
10 seconds. All right, we're back on, guys.
So donate to the Red Shield Appeal today at salvationarmy.org.au to help the Salvos leave no one in need.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. So come on to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on the Facebook, and you will see me live there. And if you want to have a reading, you need to post up your question and we will read you here, or I will read you here. And what we normally do is, and what any psychic medium likes or sort of requires, is after we've done the reading for you, it's best to put a validation on there so that we can, see whether we got it right or we're close or whatever the case may be. But I don't get to see you guys. All I get is a name and a question or a comment or whatever you're putting on the Facebook Live. That's all I get. I don't get to see you. So this is purely just me trusting Spirit the entire time. And if I didn't trust Spirit, I wouldn't be here because I would be getting it all wrong. So how do I know what your names, not your names, your numbers are, your birth dates and things like that, and what's happened in your life and how your past loved ones have passed over and things like that? It's because I do the remote viewing, guys. It's all about, me looking to the right. I hardly ever look at the screen or into the camera. I always look to my right and I always see Spirit on my right. It's your right brain hemisphere in most people that actually is the subconscious mind that talks to Spirit or talks to the universe and the energy on the other side. So if you can imagine yourself just, flying through the air and it's like a plane and it's sort of you're in automatic mode, and most people are, like 98% of the population are in automatic mode every day, which I encourage people to get out of it. You're flying through the air, and that's sort of, the automatic time that you have. And then when you come and you land the plane and you're grounded yourself, that's when you touch base with the earth, and that's when you're actually grounded yourself. But for me, when I do my readings, I'm in full flight for 2 hours and I'm underwater. It's like me going to swimming, like with a snorkel on or oxygen tank on underwater for 2 hours straight. And I don't remember all the readings that I do. I pretty much would do probably 100 readings a week, media readings. I do 8 hours a week free for people around the world to share the gift and the love that I have for doing this, so they can help people. But what I get, guys, is direct messages from spirit. I don't use any tarot cards. I only have a book you can see on my desk. Is just a book and a pen. That's it, and that's pretty much all it is. I don't, and it makes me laugh when people ask me can I have a tarot card, please? I go, no, because I would not even know how to start with that. All I know is that you've got, the death card, the tower. That's pretty much it. That's all you get from me. Hey, Ellie knows more than me. See, Ellie knows more than me.
I've got a deck at home.
Well, I've got a deck at home, but I don't use it. I mean, I bought it when I was about 19, I think. Your age, Ellie.
I bought mine because the outside box was really pretty and I thought it was a book.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So Amy Tunningsy says, I've completely fallen off the track lately. I can give a million excuses, but that's all they would be, excuses. Are there any general messages of guidance for me, please? You're almost there, Amy. So what is going on, girl? That's all I'm hearing is stop this excuses. Stop. You need to be accountable for what's going on in your life. Look, guys, people can't make you happy. You need to make yourself happy, okay? That's so important. It's impossible for you to rely on somebody else to make you happy. It's all about you making yourself happy. So whatever decisions you make is purely on your own back. And if you've not been looking after yourself, not been doing, the exercise or eating well or striving forward or motivating yourself, you're just in automatic mode, exactly what I just described not long ago. Okay, so it's time for change. It's time to get out of that phase and get yourselves cracking. So if you're on Twitch, I've got I can't even say that word. I can see somebody on Twitch here. That's such a long word for a name.
It's an ad.
It's a what?
An ad.
An ad. Oh, there you go. You can delete that. But if you're on Twitch or YouTube or Rumble, then come over to the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page and you'll see me there. I stream across Rumble because if anything happens with this page here, guys, you can always catch me on Angels on Air on Rumble. That's my go-to. So Lynette Russell, hi Leslie, can you tell me about my health? From Lynn. You don't need to give me your numbers or your dates. I will tell you the dates there, Lynn. Okay, so I don't want no information. All I want is questions. That's it, because I'll answer the questions. But your health is your responsibility. Exactly just what I said with making yourself happy, guys. You got nothing if you haven't got your health. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out that life's not a rehearsal, guys. It's the real thing, and it's time for change for everybody. It's all about starting to grow your own vegetables, get them out into the, get yourself out into the sun, get a little bit of sunlight so you can build up your vitamin D, your natural vitamin D. Calcium comes along with it as well. It's all about change for you there, love. So it's really, really important, Lynette. It's not about me telling you about your health. It's about you designing your life so that your health doesn't suffer. Okay, so it's all about getting yourself up out of bed, motivating, kicking yourself up the butt, getting yourself out of bed, make your bed, go for a walk in the morning. I can't tell you how amazing that feels. This morning I went for a walk, went to the gym. The gym lift wasn't working, so I said, all right, I have to go home and train in my own gym. So that's what I did, and I went home and trained in my own gym, and then got ready and went to work. But I feel amazing. I didn't get to sleep till 1 o'clock last night. I was up at 6, and then I trained this morning, and then now I'm here now. So guys, if I have the energy, it's because I eat right. I eat the right foods, and that's why I have a lot of energy. That's why I can do so much, because otherwise you're missing out on your life. If you're not eating right and you're doomed and gloomed and you're always sad or you're always worried about health or you're always worried about something, it's because you haven't looked after it, guys. And if you're always got no energy or tired at 3 o'clock, you should not be tired at 3 o'clock. That's another issue. It's another conversation. But guys, it's all about changing mindset and getting your butts into gear so that you can make yourself have the best life ever. Because, you're just taking advantage of it and it doesn't pay off. It won't pay off. And then there's like people that have diabetes, people that have, diseases, which is what I used to lecture. It's all about getting your health on point yourself. So yes, Brian, I feel like it's best to study and work part-time. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? or unless you can nut it out and do the full time, I feel like that's going to be way too much over the top for you, especially if it's uni degree level. So Carolyn Tomasi says, I've been asking for a message since spring, never had one yet, hoping if I keep watching it might be lucky. Well, that's, yeah, I feel like that's not the right message. That's why. I don't know what you're asking for, Carolyn. You've only having a go, but you're not asking for a question. So yes, yeah. Thank you, Miss Harvey. That's why you don't get. That's why Spirit doesn't draw me to people like you, Caroline, because you don't ask. You don't ask with manners, and then I accidentally see it. And then, by the way, sometimes with the live feed, I don't see all the questions that come up. So that's the worst thing for what happens with Facebook. So Lynette Russell said, thank you, Lesley. Very true. 100% lovey. Michelle Lambert, yes, we grow our own vegetables and fruit. Very relaxing and rewarding. Yes, I'm just about to start doing that again. Yeah. Okay, so Lynette Russell, no, hun, I have a angioedema, hun. Doesn't matter what you've got as a disease is a disease. That's what it is, okay? And even with things like, they say a lot of stuff is hereditary, which fine, yes, I do agree with some of it, but not all of it. Going forward, it's all about being deficient in nutrients and stuff like that, and essential vitamins. So once you start topping up on all your vitamins and minerals and changing your diet, things start to behave because your body has to survive. So it sits in a survival mode to be able to survive for the rest of the life. So for example, if you don't have enough calcium in your bloodstream, your subconscious mind, which is on the right-hand side of your head, talks to the body and it says, I need more calcium. Please go and get it from the spongy bone in your hip, which is your femur bone, and it will automatically take the calcium out of your bone and put it into your bloodstream. That's what it does. So if you're deficient in anything, that's what it's doing. It's trying to survive. So, let's keep going. Patricia Patty, she's giving me love hearts and like prayers. Thank you. What else have we got here? And Tummingly, do you see a potential job offer? I have working out. Working out. Thank you. I don't see anything until February. I just got there for you there. So I do see something coming up, but I don't see like the proper role coming up until February. And I feel like there's a couple of obstacles in the way for that. Not sure. They just said I just saw a blockage. So I just saw yes, and then I just saw wall, and then I saw nothing after that. So I'm not sure what that means sometimes. Sometimes Spirit does these things to me, and I go, yeah, okay, what I just got to say what I get. Otherwise, if I don't say what I get, I'll lose all communication. That's the key to being a psychic medium. You have to say what you get. You can't guess. You can't assume. You can't have an opinion. Tanya Aikens, my requirement for my next house is that it has to have a sunny space to grow veggies. 100%. Beautiful. I love that. I can't wait to see that. We see the photos of that too. Yes, Carolyn Tomasi, will my house sell next year? 100%. I do feel like that, and I get around June. I don't feel like you should do it anywhere around February or March. Look around end of April to start, end of April into May, and then sell. It'll sell by June. So Michelle Lambert, growing your own vegetables keeps you healthy and saves lots of money. Very true. But you should do that. It's so good for you. Donna Warriner is watching. Hello there. Andrea Hayden, hello there. Is there anything for me, please? Andrea, what do we get for you? Thank God the air's on because I'm really hot now. Every time Ellie's freezing and I'm boiling because every time I'm in flight with Spirit, it's always me with all the energy in the room and all the spirit in the room, and then poor Ellie is freezing to death. Mind you, she's got shorts on too. I get the number 17 around you, Andrea, and the number 8 in the month of August as well. And her question was, where was it, Andrea Hayden? Anything for her. I also feel like there's a bit of work communication like decrease there, but I want you to start when you go to work or when you're around people, I want you just to put a bit more of a smile on your face because you look like you're doomed and gloomed, okay, at the moment. And they also show me a lady. I can't see any of your photo. No, I can't see that photo. But do you have, or does someone around you have like red hair, like a brownie red hair, and their eyes are like piercing eyes, so that when they give you the stare, they give you a stare. Because I see it like a redhead lady around you, okay? And this lady's got very pale skin, a couple of little freckles on the nose, but this lady's very powerful around you. And I feel like this might be around work or around the home. Someone definitely around you. I also get 17, definitely 17 around you. That just told me again. And I get number 2 around you as well, so the month of February. And do you have always had something like tickle your nose, or what's not right with your top part of your nose? So I feel like something's not right there, or like burnt or something on the nose. I can't quite see. It looks like they show me an elderly man with issues with his nose. It looks like he had either nose cancer or some sort of skin cancer on his face. If that's not around you, I feel like this is going to be either around Michelle Lambert, Kat Macker, or Rose Mann, Donna Warren, or someone around there. Because I see the skin. It's a little like flaking off. They're showing me one of my old neighbors who had skin cancer on his face. So they're showing me his face now. And I feel like that this makes the face really, really itchy, because I just want to itch my face a lot. Bless you. And I also get the number 19 around you. So 1 and 9 is 10. So you got the month of October and the number 10. So I feel like 17, 9. So I've got 17, 19, 8, 2, and 10 for you. And I feel like those are significant, like birthdays, anniversaries for you. I'm also seeing the pennies as well. So are you concerned about the money at the moment or financially? Because I do see money coming back in the door, okay? And I feel like this is going to be around February, March for you also. They're showing me like the coins, the big Pharaoh money, like the coins actually going out. But then I also see the money coming back in, and they show me tiny little dollar signs. There's not going to be a lot of money coming back in, but you're definitely going to be having money coming back in door. And yeah, and they just show me white car as well. So what's with the white car around you? I feel like this is a 4-door car, and I feel like this needs to have something fixed on it, or whatever the case may be. I don't want you driving it within 2 to 4 weeks from now. So nothing after the 31st of December. Okay, if you haven't got the person who has the white car around you, 4-door, if it's not you, the first person that comes to mind, they cannot drive it after the 31st unless they get it fixed, please. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. If you could validate that would be amazing. So you're listening to Alive and 90.5 FM, and we'll be back in a minute. Thank you.
We are the Insight Intelligence Group, specialising in Australian corporate investigations and information risk.
We all know that paying for a funeral can be a financial burden. However, have you ever thought of paying off a prepaid funeral with none of the ongoing premiums that is associated with funeral insurance? $1,000 can get you started. First Family Funerals, a family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02-9659-0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Or Hills Family Funerals, station sponsor. The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight.
Boom, boom.
75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media site. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve and inspire, which is why partnering with Alive 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor, are you planning to buy a property to live in or for investment? At Hills and Shores Property Buyers Agency, we make property buying easy and stress-free for you.
Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. Where you're watching me from.
Call us now at 888 990 or go to our website pillsandshawls.com.au to book a free consultation with us. Remember, we are buyers' trusted agents.
Michelle Lambert, she says, I grow my vegetables in large pots, easier to weed. You don't have to bend over all the time. Yes, I've got pots at home too. I'm just about to get them organized. Can't wait too. I've got lemon trees growing and 2 avocado trees.
Within walking distance of the RSL, McDonald's, and various other local cafes and restaurants. Book on our webpage, kempseymotel.com, or contact us directly on 026562 7733.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and we are into our second hour. So if you do have a question for me, I don't use any tarot cards. I just purely use spirit. So send a message to the main page on Facebook, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you will see me there. We're live across 8 platforms tonight, including the Alive 90.5 FM stations platform, and Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, and the rest are all Facebook. So what else do we have here on the feed? We've got Angela Pearton. She says, hi Leslie, my mum-in-law is in palliative care with an aggressive brain tumor. Please pray she will get peace soon. Oh, lovey. That's really, really sad. Okay, we've got a prayer. I know that Miss Harvey, I think she sent me through a prayer. 1 second. I think, yes, she has, but what is it? Oh, I hit the wrong person. Yes, here we are. It's called Lonely. Yes, I had that feeling last night. That's beautiful. I know it's going to be beautiful. She's always writing me beautiful prayers. But I had that feeling last night with another lady that's going blind, and it was another, beautiful little old lady that, she's just so petite and she's going blind, and I just feel like that she has that fear, and they're showing me the same thing for you there, Angela, as well. So, and I feel like this lady's, have been in fear of dying and fear of what the unknown is on the other side, but she's in good hands there, and it's all about they say it's hard, in life like this when you have a loved one that's passing or just about to pass over. And I just got the number 10 around you, lovey. So the 10th, that's what I'm getting. What's this date? The 5th. Okay, the 10th. I just got the 10th around you. And when they're passing, they say there's a saying that you labor to come into the world and you labor to go out of the world. But I don't feel like that's the case with people that have passed over, because I don't see them. I never see them go in pain. I never hear about anything in pain. They never talk about the pain. They never say anything that's traumatizing to the person I'm delivering the message to, the person I'm reading for, and it's quite pleasant for them once they've gone. And 90% of the time, the mind or the soul is outside of the body, so they don't ever leave with pain. It's always left behind. It's always it's like the vehicle of a car, and that you take the motor out, and that's the soul, and it's still going and doesn't stop, and yet the whole motor is on, just functioning by itself, and that's the soul, that's the spirit hanging around. But then there's also the carcass of the actual shell of the body of the car, and that's the part that goes all rusty and depletes itself, and ends up rusting away. And that's sort of like how I see the human body. That's the best way I can describe it. They don't feel anything when they pass over. So she's in beautiful hands. We're going to do a beautiful prayer for her tonight. So Angela can you remind me, Ellie? So Angela Pearton, 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 palliative care. We've got a beautiful prayer from Miss Harvey. She always sends me, she's a spirit writer. I met her on my live feed, and she's always sent me prayers, and just without fail, she's just, always got these most beautiful written prayers from spirit. And she didn't realize that she was actually, a spirit writer until I announced it to her. So there you go. It's quite bizarre sometimes how you meet people, but I'm glad that we've met Miss Harvey, and she writes me the most beautiful prayers. But I do get that the 10th will be a bit of sadness there, okay, a bit of sorrow. And I also get the 15th around you. So we've got the 10th, and we've got October, as well as as well as the 1st and the January. So you've got 10, October, 1, and January, but I feel like the 10th is going to be the most significant. And I'm also getting the 15th around you, and I feel like that's going to be the significant. They're saying to me, don't add that one together. Okay, so I get the 10th and the 15th. What's that one? Did you read that from Brian? Brian Wilson, he says, put the pepper pot away. Because every time, you haven't seen her, she's done that many shows with me, but every time we're here, it's like literally the first 5 to 10 minutes into the show, it's sneezing.
It's always in 10.
It's literally in 10 and then 20 minutes and then 30 minutes. And like then she's done. She's all good.
And then it's the second hour. That's another story.
The second hour with some predictable, you know. So, yeah. So I've got Michelle Lambert. Did you see that one there from her? The validation? Yeah. So over to you there, Ellie.
Michelle Lambert said, validation, a close family friend is in a coma in hospital at the moment. Uncle John has cancer all through his body and it has gone to his brain. His skin has been peeling off for months. Will he pass peacefully, please? Bless
yes, lovey. 100%. That's what I saw is the skin on his face, and yeah, his skin's been peeling off. I just feel like that. That's awful. Because they show me all the skin, like the skin, the face, and the nose. I feel like it's more around the nose area. It's very sensitive for him. It's really painful to touch. That's what I'm getting. But definitely, honey, no, they go peacefully and they don't have any pain. So no, they will not go with no pain. So we've got Marek Boston Boys, Singleton in Western Australia. Wow. We've got Michelle Lambert. She's from sunny Queensland in Australia. We've got Karen Riley. She's from Albury, New South Wales. Sharon Jordan. She says, hello, Ellie in spirit and everyone. Hope you all are good. I'm from the Greystanes in Sydney. You're only down the road from me. We've got Jackie Clean. Hello there, Massachusetts. That's cool. Suzanne Kelly, she's hi Lizzie from Granville, New South Wales. Another one. Do you have any messages for me, please? Yes, I do. I feel like that, Suzanne, you've been waiting for messages from a lot of things lately. And I also feel like there's a few tears around you as well. And these are good tears, okay? And I feel like there's good news and good tears. That's what I'm getting for you. And I also see the anxiety in you as well. And I also get the number 16, 1 and 67 in the month of July for you as well. Now, they're also giving me issues with my left ankle too. Same as what I had before. This one's not as bad. I don't feel like I've actually injured it. I just feel like it's just a bit swollen or painful, just a bit painful, you know, nothing too bad. I also feel like the number 19 around you, 1 and 9 is 10. So we've got October again, or 19, 10, or October around you as well. So they're saying to me, Suzanne, it's time for change with you as well. And I also see the number 16. Yeah, I just got 16, 100% number 16 around you. And I also feel a bit sick in my stomach here now. I feel like there's an elderly man. It's showing me an elderly man, and this man had a little bit of belly. Now he's saying he's giving me the pain underneath the rib cage. Okay, so the rib cage. Rib definitely underneath the rib cage pain, and I'm also getting it right round to my left side of my kidney area. Wow, and this used to take his breath away because he's showing me it's like he's taking his breath. He can't get enough like oxygen to himself. O2. I just heard the word O2, like oxygen. I just saw oxygen. And when I see my words and stuff like that, guys, because I get the hearing, the smelling, I get all the clairs, I get the remote viewing. When I see the word, it kind of like flashes at me, and if I miss it, because he's really quick, my spirit guide, and if I miss it, then he'll just flash it again, even louder, like even bigger, and like sort of like bashes me in the back of the head. So, but that's how I see it. I see the oxygen. I just saw oxygen really, really flash, and O2. So not enough water around him as well. And it also just showed me like either river or ocean. I missed that one, that's for sure. I just saw water. A lot of water around this person, okay, or around yourself. And I'll leave it there. But keep your chin up. There's a lot of things coming up that's going to be good, but the tears that you have right now, it's painful. I get it. But trust me, there's going to be a lot of good things before there's a lot more sad things. And that's where I'm going to leave it there. Something beautiful for you. And I'll leave that there. Any more validations there, Ellie? Not yet. Okay, Maria K. Hello. I've seen that name before. Kayy. What we got? Is there anything for me work related, please? Kat Macker. Maca. So work. I do feel like there's going to be some work coming up for you, but look, I've got to say it. You know what I'm going to say is go watch The Secret, love. If you want to manifest whatever you want, you need to watch The Secret. It's going to change your life. It's all about the laws of attraction. And what you think you get, what you say you get. You know, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Whatever you get, you get. Whatever you think you get, sorry. Whatever you say, you will get. If you say, I don't want to not have any work by Christmas, well, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to have any work by Christmas. I feel like that things are going to change for you around mid-January, okay? So enjoy this time, because mid-January is going to be very busy for you going into the future. And I'm also getting pain in my ovaries. So especially on the right side of the ovary, definitely ovary. So if that's not you, then who is it around you? Because I feel like PCOS or some form of issues with ovaries, endometriosis. I don't know. PCOS or endometriosis for you. Something's not right around the or cyst, like around the actual ovaries area, especially on the right side. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any more validations there, Ellie? Not yet.
No.
I will keep going. So what do we have here? Oh, beautiful. Michelle Lambert said, my dad and I have many vegetables and herbs growing all year round. At the moment, it's silver beet, tomatoes, basil, shallots, lettuce, rhubarb, beans, peas, and blueberries, not to mention a few. Oh, my God. I wish I was your backyard. Wish I had your backyard, actually. That'd be cool. Helen Palangis, hello there. She's from Sydney, New South Wales. What else have we got here? Letitia Potier, hello. Yes, Michelle Coburn says, does it take long for avocados to grow, please? Yes, I've had those. I grew it from the seed. My PT client's wife, she showed me how to do the seed, you know. And which I want to say hello to Tony too. Just remembered. Hey, Tony, how's it going there? My poor PT client's been unwell and he's in hospital. He's probably watching the show. So hello, Tony. I can't wait to see you get out of hospital and start back to training again. What was I up to? Yes. So does it take long for avocados to grow? 100%. I think I planted my seed of avocado. So what you do is you get the avocado seed and then you put it into some like tissue paper or cotton buds around it that are damp, and you put it into a plastic bag and seal it, and you put it in the cupboard and forget about it. And about 2 months later, it'll shoot a little like sprout type thing, and then you just put it in water and it'll just grow from a cup with water in it. It's amazing. And then they just grow like, you know, big. So I want to put it into a big pot. I've got a huge big pot at home that I want to put it into, so it should be cool. But it takes forever to grow. Same as a lemon tree. So yes. So Michelle Lambert, if she's asking if the past loved ones or people are in a coma, do they hear you still, please? Yes, they do. I want to see my uncle before he passes. So sad, mate, cancer gone to his brain. Yes, lovey, but it doesn't matter. You need to go there because I feel like that he will understand and he will listen. So I've actually seen people in palliative care before wait for the final person that they want to say goodbye to, if that makes sense. So they will wait for people to go to hospital and say goodbye to them. They're already on the other side. If they're unconscious, if they're on morphine or anything like that, their bodies are just sort of like just functioning, but the brain is already starting to transition over, if that makes sense. Or the subconscious mind, the soul, has already started to walk the steps up the aisle of heaven, you know, so or whatever it is on the other side. That's how I see it. And they do hear everything. They hear a lot of things, because sometimes when I do my private readings, I can they know you're there because I tell people what happens before they've passed over, if that makes, or before they've had their last breath. So if they know you're there 100%, because they tell me, and I reiterate it to the person I'm reading for. So whatever you need to say to someone before they pass, you need to say it, because that's what they wait for. They actually know these things. It's like they're already psychic before they've even left their body. It's crazy. It's fascinating. It's insane. It's really, really cool, but weird at the same time. You know, it still freaks me out. But yes. Brian Wilson, what is a spirit rider? Miss Harvey, Wendy Harvey is one of my followers from a long time ago, and she, for some reason, I don't know how she did. I think she sent me a prayer, or I can't. How did she go? I can't remember. She'll have to tell me. Miss Harvey, can you tell us how we came to know that you were that? I think she. No, that's right. I had an issue with Facebook and we couldn't go live. And I posted on my page, I said, I need some people to just do a live run with me on, like, I'm just about to go live. Does anyone want to come on and just help me out? So I put all these group of ladies together and we practiced a couple of live shows, and I had to see what kind of viewing they could see from where they were. And that's how I met her. And then all of a sudden we formed a little chat group, because we had to do that a couple of times to see what was happening, and they could put their information in there for me. And then sure as ever, it's never been closed down, that chat thing. And then I started doing prayers and trying to find prayers. And then she wrote one day, I think it was. She'd have to correct me. I can't remember exactly how it all went, but it was pretty much a prayer. And then all of a sudden, Wendy was writing these prayers, and it was like a spirit writer is like when you hold a pen and then spirit just like writes, and you just keep writing and writing and writing because you're getting information from spirit. It's very cool. But that's why I use a pen, and then I use my notepad, because I don't scribble like Alison Dubois will, but I actually just write exactly what I get, so that I know I can come back to it and show you guys that I've written a number or a name or whatever it might be. So that's how it works. Yes, Angela Purton, she says, beautiful words. Thank you, Lesley. You're welcome. Just Black, hello there. So Just Black is one of my other followers that's in the same group, and that's how I met her. And she's the lady who actually makes all the crystal bracelets for me. She sends them down. She does not want any money for them at all. She sent me down a million or two, and also the little angel ones as well. So very beautiful stuff, and I send them out as random act of kindness for people. So if you do have a random act of kindness that you've done for somebody else, then let us know. It can't just be for taking out the rubbish for the neighbor or feeding the cat. It's got to be something really, really significant. So we will send you a gift, and they haven't. You might have to drag them from the top. So what else have we got here? There you go. Amy, did you get that one from Amy? She's got that here. She says, I have this issue with my ovaries. I have been tested for everything and come back with nothing. I hope whoever this is around you can get answers and be okay. Sending best wishes. Definitely around the ovaries. That's what I said, 100%. But that was for Cat Macca. But I feel like this was around you, lovey. 100%. Good to hear. I am awesome. Thank you, Jess Black says. Michelle Coburn, wow, thank you so much, Leslie. I will definitely do that with my next seed. Yes, it's really cool. You should see it. It actually grows the avocado. It's incredible. Wendy Harvey, Brian Wilson. Yes, hi, love. I can only talk from my experience. I have pen and pad. Then the words just happen. Did you get Suzanne Kelly?
Yeah.
Yep. Over to you there, Ellie.
Susan Kelly said, validation, my 72-year-old ex-husband has cancer in his liver and small tumours in his lung, but my dad had a heart attack or burst aneurysm that took him from us. Mum was the one who needed oxygen, hoping the tears of happiness are due to my renovations being finished after 17 years.
Wow.
That's where the money is going to.
There you go. But I do see the money coming back in. I feel like because the renovation is finished now, you don't need to spend as much money. So you don't need to save and spend, So I just feel like it's all going to pay off. Tell us how to plant avocado seeds. So what I did was once the avocado, so what it'll do is it'll crack in half, but the little what's it called, the little seedling or the little sprout that comes up for the tree part, it just sort of half opens. I'll show you tomorrow night. I'll bring one. I haven't got one here now clearly because I'm on radio, but tomorrow night on my show at 10 o'clock I will get an avo. Can you remind me to get avo?
Sure.
I'll bring up, but what you do is you get the seed once it's actually grown a few little roots, and you can just leave them in water for ages. It doesn't matter if you don't want to plant them, but just leave them outside in the sun, and as long as they've got water.
It takes like 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months to do that, and then you just grab them and you put them in a pot, and then they just grow. They're so cool. You just got to leave. I put Osmocote in it and sea salt in there sometimes as well. Just depends. Uh, oh right. She says Michelle Lambert said, "Thank you, Lesley. Found out today he is in a coma. I love him so much. So sad. Yeah, loving it. It's awful. It's why I do this, so I can help people when their past loved ones are well, when their loved ones are passing over, and for the past loved ones to come back through and talk to you guys. So that's what I do." Letitia Potier, what is holding a loved one from passing over, please? Sometimes, look, I don't feel like they hold on. Sometimes they do, like, will wait a little bit longer, but they sometimes I feel like they're afraid. Okay, that's what I get. I just feel like they're afraid, and I see them like like holding, when they're before they've even gone to that mind has even gone. I just see them holding on to, like their blankie, and they're afraid. It's like they've got their little security blanket with them again. It's really quite daunting for them. You can just imagine going across to the other side and not knowing what's waiting for you at the other end. It's insane. It's crazy, but that's what happens. I don't feel like they hold on to anything. I just feel like that their body just slowly shuts down, and like, yeah, it's really cool. I can't say. I was just about to say something, but because we're on air, I can't say a certain thing that I'd like to say. So about people passing. Mel Rass, word manifest. My life revolves around this practice, yet I didn't know this word until my boyfriend listened to The Secret and explained it to me. Oh, awesome. I am very happy where life takes me to most of the time. If anything, I'm not happy about anything. I do manifest it to where I want it to be, 100,000%. So thank you for guiding my boyfriend to The Secret, which ended up being a validation of my practice. Oh, well done. That's so cool. It's like a revolving circle. I love that, Mel. That's awesome. And yes, that's exactly how it should be. It's like The Secret just keeps passing on. I don't get any royalties from it, that's for sure. But yeah, it just keeps passing on. It's really cool. Tanya Aikens, do you know where my lovely angel keyring may be? I put it with my keys and noticed it wasn't there a couple of days ago. Did it actually break in half? Because I saw it like the key, like that bit there, on that bit there, the little whatever it's called, little chain. I saw it just gone. That's what I saw. I think it's been broken and fallen off. Letitia Potter, brilliant explanation. Thank you so much, Leslie. You're welcome, lovey. Yeah, Letitia Potter says, I watched my sister passed over. Yeah, like pretty much when you're there and they're unconscious, they're already gone over to the other side. That's how and I just feel like that the brain is just slowly shutting the body down. That's what I get. But they don't feel any pain at all. They don't feel any, there's no sorrow, there's no issues around the people. They don't hold anything back. They don't do anything, vindictive or wish anything bad. It's just a complete neutral person. It's like they've gone back to being, not a I was going to say a toddler, but like a baby, but not a baby, if that makes sense. So their mind is crystal clear. It's like neutral when they're born, it's the same thing. Michelle Lambert, a gardener's cheat trick. If you buy a tomato at the shop and you like it, cut one in half, smear the seeds on dry paper towel, let dry out, cut paper towel into strips, plant into pot, sprinkle potting mixture over top, water gentle, presto, seedlings in 14 days. Oh my God, can you get that recipe? I'm actually going to do this right now. There we go. I just did a snapshot of that there, Michelle Lambert. I'm on fire. I'll be doing that. Thank you. So Tanya Agins, yes, it has. Brian Wilson, I will be getting a private reading as soon as I can afford it. Well, you need to watch The Secret first because you will be able to afford everything once you watch The Secret there, Brian. Okay, so you shouldn't be saying once I can afford it or as soon as I can afford it. You say, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? That's the most important thing with money. You always manifest what you can have right now and there, and you feel it. If you don't feel the presence with The Secret or with the actual manifesting, you're not going to get what you want. You're just going to have the same issues. Okie dokie. Amy Tunningsley, I watched The Secret with my girlfriend a couple of weeks back. I think she's been manifesting without realizing it. She always speaks about how lucky she is and fortunate. She's very lucky and fortunate. I think she's very protected too. That's awesome. I love that. Will my MRI results be good? Melanie McMahon. Ooh. Why do I get issues around the side of my face here and all around the side of my head, my right side of my head, Melanie? And I feel like there's number 12 around you, 1, 2, and 3, the angel numbers around you. So look them up as well. You got 3 in the month of March and as well as December. And I do feel like it's going to be okay. I just feel like there's wishful thinking. That's what I'm getting. And prayers. We'll be doing prayers for you tonight as well, Melanie. Okay. So we're going to do Melanie. I'm going to write this down. Okay, so there's another. We're doing a lonely prayer tonight, but whatever energy I put into the prayer, we've done prayers before on radio, and one of the ladies in the office from the other radio station, her little granddaughter was very ill, and I think she was only 2 months old and was in hospital. Doctors couldn't work out what was wrong with her. And she told me about it, and I said, we're going to do a prayer for her on air tonight, which was at the other radio station. And sure as ever, within 24 hours, she was out of hospital. Doctors still, to this day, don't know what was wrong with her. So there you go. Michelle Coburn. Leslie, would you have any messages for me tonight, please? Yes, smile. I feel like that you're not smiling a lot. And do you sing, Michelle? I know that sounds very, very blasé, but I can hear like singing in the shower, singing in the car or something like that. I feel like there's a beautiful voice inside there somewhere. And I also get 19 around you. So you've got 10 in the month of October and number 1 for January. So definitely January is going to be extremely busy for you. Birthdays, anniversaries, memorials coming up. I also see things with the house. So definitely the house has got, it looks like to me that there's something not right with either plumbing or electrical for your home as well. I also get the number 9 for September around you as well. So what do those numbers mean for you? And, as much as sometimes things seem a little bit doom and gloom, you're a worrywart, and they're telling me to wear blue at your next function, or are you wearing a light blue dress or top or something, or it looks like either a light blue or a light gray color. So what does that mean for you, blue or gray? I don't understand why they're saying that, but that's what I'm getting for you, lovey. And I'll leave that there. Okay, anything else there, Ellie?
No.
Okay, I did see that as I hit the send button, yes. Okay, Isabel Verdkovsky, you have a gorgeous energy. Oh, thank you. Much love and so many blessings. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with all of us. Thank you. I do a lot of readings. I do probably 100 readings a week if you're lucky, if not more. And I can't remember everything that I say because I'm in flight, and we will be coming back in a moment. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Are you looking for a home loan or refinancing your existing loan?
Right. I get hot in here and my head starts to sweat.
Give Deb a call from Debbie Does Home Loans. With access
I've
to
got
over
2
30
colds, so I
lenders,
turned the
she
aircon
can
off.
find you the best deal according
No,
to
fair
your
enough.
personal situation.
I'm not that hot now.
That is, you won't save
Ooh.
services. Call Deb on 0749
We just got to wait for these ads and then we're on fire.
Back into finance.
There you go.
Debbie Does Home
Leave it up. They
Loans.
can't really hear it.
Station sponsor. What's on at Workers? Enjoy free live music every Saturday night at Workers Blacktown.
Come over to the Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, guys. Who's that
and every
there?
Sunday afternoon at Workers Hughes. Plus, enjoy a full range of dining.
If you want to have a
website
message
at
read,
www.workersclub.com.au for the full music schedule, plus plenty of other activities, including raffles, bingo, promotions, and fun events. Workers is your club. Station sponsor. Learn something new in 2022 with the Parramatta College. Term 2 courses are open for enrolment and include business and work skills, computer skills, leisure and lifestyle, languages. The Parramatta College also offers New South Wales government-funded courses. Eligibility criteria applies. Improve your personal and professional development with an award-winning community college. Enroll today at the Parramatta College. Call 9687-2072. That's 9687-2072. Or visit parramattacollege.edu.au. Station sponsor.
SC Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 9894 6660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality.
This used to be in every car. A little lever on the dash, left for cold air, right for hot air. But no matter how many times Jenny slides it from left to right, the car's just as cold. And no matter how many nights her and her mum sleep in this car, it's just as uncomfortable. For every person you see sleeping on the streets, there are 13 more you don't see. So donate to the Red Shield Appeal today at salvationarmy.org.au to help the Salvos leave no one in need. Stations.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. I'm streaming live across 8 platforms tonight. So you can see me on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're also on a live 90.5 FM, Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. And the rest are Facebook pages, bigger pages. So come over to the main page. You'll see me here. If you'd like to have a question read out, then just post the question up. Don't give me any numbers or names or anything like that, because I will tell you the numbers. I don't like, all I want is a question, guys. I don't want a novel or anything like that. I just want a question. But I had read this little comment here by Donna Warrimer. She says, I need some guidance with my brother who's not been well for over a year. Left leg issues, itchy everywhere, keeps getting worse. Please, if Spirit has a message, I'd be so grateful. So I feel like 2 reasons for the itchiness is a deficiency in calcium and a deficiency in zinc as well there, Lovey. And I feel like that's essential. You've got to get onto that as soon as possible. I also feel like that left leg, the issues with the left leg, I just feel like there's some form of, I just heard the word bacteria. I don't know what the issue is, but I do get issues with bacteria or some flare up in the leg. That's what I'm getting. Like I can see like a red flare, it's swollen. That's what I get. But I do feel like that your brother needs to have a lot of bloods done. And even though like the guys in this world, they don't want to be fussed about, but I feel like this is the time and the person that needs to be fussed about, because I don't feel like he's going to get any better any sooner. If this has been going on for a year, I feel like this is a bacterial infection or a what do they call it, like a mold in the body, in the bloodstream. So lots of like yeast or mold or something. I don't think it's yeast actually. I saw yeast, but I thought, no, maybe he's allergic to yeast and that's what's causing issues with the body. But I do see mold around him as well. Mold is terrible because it gets into your bloodstream, and it's just like having mold on the wall in your bloodstream. It's the same thing, it's awful. So Margaret Bennett says, Lesley, why am I so tired and could sleep for hours? I've had bloods taken, results today. Is it my diet? 100%, Lovey. So, and it's probably hormonal issues as well. And if you're all over the place with the hormones, 99% of the time people should be sleeping between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. at night. And then waking up, having the 8 hours, so about 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning. If you're not doing that and you're not getting that sleep in that pattern there or around that, something around those times, then you are going to have issues with either putting on weight or having, headaches from having fatigue headaches and things like that. So a lot of factors come into play. And if they've done the bloods for you and they've come back all normal, or actually sometimes what happens too, that, for example, if iron is low and you are, say for instance, I had a client of mine, she had really, really low iron, and I actually sent her to the doctor and I said, you need to get your bloods done. I need to see what's going on with your bloods, blah, blah, blah. So she does that and she says, oh, everything is normal. I said, you sure? And she said, yeah. And I had this feeling that it wasn't, clearly, because I was psychic. And I said, I'm sure that, something's not right with your bloods. I said, can you bring in the results in and show me? So the next session she brought in the results and showed me. And I said, did you say that everything was normal? The doctor told you that? She said, yes. And I said, well, how come your iron is out of 400 And I said, but clearly halfway mark is 200, but you're sitting at about 13 or 9 or whatever it was at the time. I can't remember, or 37 or something really, really low. I said, so how can you tell me that it's normal? She goes, he said it was normal. I go, but your optimal level might be over the 200 mark. I said, so they can't just run a blood test on a whole lot of people and have a national level at that's okay to sit between 0 and 400. It doesn't make sense to me. So I said to her, go back to the doctor, and sure as ever, went to a second doctor, and they gave her iron tablets to lift up the iron for a few weeks. So that's what happened. But this person was very deficient. I just knew something wasn't right with her iron, and that's what we did. But clearly, doctors know everything. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I used to lecture anatomy, physiology, and teach all this stuff, but I'm not a qualified doctor. So we need to send you to the doctor to get the bloods done, but you need to get a second opinion on reading it. So I always recommend a functional medicine doctor or a dietitian there, Margaret. So it's best to go and have a consultation with a functional medicine doctor first, because they go through all the organs, they go through everything and see what's going on, and then go and check with a dietitian and just get get all your nutrients, get everything on point. And I'll leave that there. Okay, what else have we got here? Got any validations there, Ellie?
Yep.
Okay, over to you there, Ellie.
So Rochelle Coburn said, thank you so much for my reading. I didn't catch the whole thing as my iPad kept freezing, but I will watch it back later and revalidate tomorrow. Okay, you were 100% right when you said that I'm a worrywart. Everyone tells me that I can't help it. I just care so much about people. I am actually in Queensland for my little granddaughter's big concert, and I am wearing my new light blue dress. Number 9 is my dad's lucky number.
There you go. Light blue. That's exactly what I said.
So a bit more.
That's cool. Light blue.
And then she also said, oops, sorry, Ellie. I also haven't been really smiling as my son has COVID and I've been far away being up here. Thank you, Ellie, for reading another one of my novels, sweetie. Greatly appreciated.
That's cool. Well done. Thank you. So I've got Bev Ridley here. I asked everybody, where are they from? Tell me suburb, state, country, county. And she says, I'm not in bed with you tonight. Fair enough. Okay. You forget that I do remote viewing, don't you? So, yes, Erin Walsh, hello. We've got Crystal Brownmores. Hello, good morning. Who else have we got here? Erin Walsh, hello. Leslie in Spirit. Isabel Vikroskri. Did I do a reading for her? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, so Isabel, she says, is there any messages for me tonight, please? Isabel, VRTKOVSKI. All right, so I get like headaches around you, and I feel like my head's all filling up with like pain all of a sudden. I feel like this is more on the right side of my face. Really, really painful on my face. And I got it down into my jaw, down into my neck, and all down to my right side. So what's going on there with you there, Isabel? I don't like that feeling. I want to get rid of it. That's why if I ever have to do a reading for anybody, I always try and get rid of the pain straight away, because there's nothing worse than being in pain and trying to do a reading. I also get 16 around you, and I'm also getting pain in my forearm as well. 100%. So something's not right there. And I get 16, 7, and July for you. Now, going forward, I just feel like there's a few little obstacles coming up, and it's going to be around the end of December. But, end of December into January. But you're a toughie. You're a tough person. They're saying to me, you'll get through it, okay? So nothing stops you. Nothing slows you down. They're saying to me to keep your mouth quiet. I feel like there's too much chatter around you at the moment. So keep your mouth quiet. It's important. It's important to pull back the reins there. Zippity zip. Okay, zip it up. Don't say nothing. Let everything ride over until after Christmas, okay? So put everything aside. But I do feel like a lot of pain on this side of my body now, and I'm getting a lot of pain in the arm. I feel like someone's either had a broken arm or some issue with the arm in the past, okay? So it's all around here. I just feel like I've got a lot of pain in that arm. Wow. And it's all down the right side of my face. So I feel like shoulder, arm, along the, the right side of my torso as well. Wow, that's really painful. The whole lot. It's like headache, instant headache, everything's going on. So what's going on around you? I feel like this is another person. I feel this is a male around you as well. And it's showing me that this man looks like a father figure to me. And he's also showing me a slight bit of a belly. He doesn't have a full, big belly, but then I see two now. So I just saw a male with a little bit of a belly, and I just saw another male behind him, standing behind him, and he's got a really big belly. And he's just, that the Austin Powers movie where he says, he rubs his belly and he says, "Get in my belly." That kind of thing. You remember that one? Is "Get in my belly." I don't know how to say it. But that's what he's shown me, that kind of thing. He was kind of like really proud of his belly. But he's saying to me he was the drinker. He was the one that liked his food, lots of food, lots of food, lots of bread. And I also feel like there's a number 12 around you as well. 1 and 2 is 3, and the month of December and March as well. A lot of people coming up these numbers lately. A lot of changes, but I can't shake the pain in my right arm. This is not me, because I didn't clearly have this before I started the reading, so it's definitely not me. But I feel like something's not right with the forearm, or something's not right with the person that's on the other side. Okay, so I feel like this person either died suddenly, and he's lost all his speeches. And yeah, I just see him, a male lying on the floor on the road, and I just see him past, like literally tapping on the floor with his hand. He couldn't talk. He could only tap his hand. That was him. Just, yeah. If this is not you, it's definitely someone on this feed here, because I do see this really crystal clear. Yeah, I need to pull that back though. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like this man suffered at all. I do feel like that he's actually passed on really quite suddenly. Okay, and I feel like this is definitely a male, and it looks like to me he was either on a motorbike or has hit another car, and I just saw him flying across off the motorbike and over cars. Okay, so over cars. I feel like someone's hit him from behind accidentally and pinged him over. Wow, didn't see him. They didn't see him at all. Wow, bike accident. And I'll leave that there. I do feel like that things are going to change around you, Isabel. If this is not you, lovey, I feel like there's someone around this on this live feed here. Okay, it's really, really like Erin Walsh, Andy Dan, Michelle Coburn, Debbie Kirkovsky, someone around there. Brian, maybe Geraldine Galing. I feel like it's someone around there. I just got mortal. I don't know why. But they give me pain, like all this side of my face is absolutely killing me. So all up around my eye socket, everywhere. I feel like there's nothing there. Like it was all hit. The whole lot was hit. Even though there's helmets involved, but I just feel like the whole lot of the head and the side of the body was just hit. And I'll leave that there. It's too painful. I need to move on. Thank you, and I'll leave that there. If you could validate any of that, that would be amazing. Over to you there, Ellie.
I've got 2 validations. The first one's from Margaret Bennett. She said, "Hi Leslie, thank you for your time and love you give to us all. I had to move doctors 2 years ago and used to get iron tablets, but the changeover, I never got them.
Oh, there's your problem.
I have to phone the doctor after 2 p.m. today, so I'll let you know. God bless. Thanks again for all you do."
Yeah, 100% iron, 100%. Bless you, Ellie.
Cheers.
Lucky you got the validation out before you had the big sneeze again.
3 validations actually.
Michelle Lambert says silver beet, which is beetroot, is full of iron. I didn't know that. Well, I probably would have known that years ago, but I forgot. So yes, back over to you there, Ellie.
Kat Mackus said, "My son's girlfriend has pain on her right side ovary. My sister also has a fibroid. I think that's on the right side. Also, I have watched The Secret years ago, but my work-related query was mainly because I'm at risk of losing my job. Thank you for the reading."
Right. Fair enough. Isabel says, "Not sure about the arm, must be future, but I understand." Okay, fair enough. Yes, I have. I've been known to predict the future too. Yeah. Cat Macker, just with that question about going back to that question about losing your job, if you keep saying you're at risk of losing your job, you're going to lose your job, lovey. You've got to watch The Secret. Seriously, it's all about manifesting what you want, not what you don't want, lovey. Isabel, she says, I am uncertain of the arm. However, I completely understand keeping quiet until the end of Christmas. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time, energy. Yes. Silver beet is not beetroot. Is it? What is it? What's silver beet? Isn't it beetroot?
I think it's a mutation.
A what?
A mutation.
A mutation.
Hold on, I'll search it up.
Yes, beetroot is good for your iron. Yes.
Silver beet is.
What's I forgot? Yeah,
Um,
it's a beetroot. That's what we call it. That's a beetroot.
different countries. Different.
Looks a bit. Yeah, it looks more like a spinach at the top. Yeah. Ellie's searching it up for she's my little researcher. Well, I'll keep going. So if you've got a question, then come. Yeah, like spinach. Sorry, not silver. What am I saying? Beetroot. I'm getting my beetroots mixed up. Yeah.
It's the same species
As
beetroot.
spinach. Beetroot, is it?
It
But
says,
is it a combination?
It says beetroot varieties are the same species of silver beet and rainbow chard.
Right.
So
Well,
it's
there
like
you go.
the same thing.
Yeah, I've actually grown that before in my last house. Everyone's confusing me. Jess Black goes a spinach. Someone else goes, no, it's like a leafy vegetable. And I'm confused already now. I'm over it. We'll find out. I want to grow it though. I can tell you that. Silver beet is not beetroot. Yes, beetroot is very good for iron, of course. Brian, don't think it is me though. My grandmother was killed crossing a highway. That was in the 1960s before I arrived. Well, there you go. That's probably her then, lovey. Because I have to say that the pain has stopped, but I did have a lot of pain. Like all this side of me hit, 100%. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. What else have we got here? No, it's like leafy vegetable spinach. So Erin Welsh, she says, hi Leslie, I'm concerned about my husband right now. He seems very upset lately when it comes to his job. My husband is in the military and we came to Virginia for one position and now they want to move him into another position. Long story short, he's taking it as something bad and that his boss thinks he isn't doing a good job. I have been telling him to try think positively about it, but he just seems down. Anything from spirit. Why am I getting my head itchy from has he been suffering with hair issues or itchy head? My whole head is really, really itchy, Erin. Or is that you? What's happened? Something not got right with the shampooch or the hairdresser? What is it? Because my head's really itchy all of a sudden. I don't know. I've got to say it so I can get rid of it. But I do see the worry on your husband's face, and I do feel like disappointment is more than that. I feel like he's just like he was expecting something else but didn't get what he was expecting, and that's the disappointment. So he doesn't put his heart effort into the role because he doesn't like it. That's what I'm feeling with him. But I do get the number 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and the month of September around you as well. And I feel like that they're saying to me 6 months times things are going to change for him anyway, and I feel like there's a big smile on his face because I can see it. I feel like there's going to be lots of smiles, okay, lots of excitement. It's lots of good stuff coming up. So no, there's no point being the doom and gloom. Just tell him that it's all going to change for him. And I do feel like that he could do better in the role. He's just not interested. It's not what he wanted. It's not. They're just saying to me, he's out. His mind's out of it. That's what's wrong here. Okay. But he has to stick to it because he's been given that role to do the job. He's getting paid for the job, so he has to do the job, if that makes sense. It's just because he doesn't like it doesn't mean that it's not going to change later. But he has to prove himself in this one to get through that so he can get a better job after that, if that makes sense, or a better role in the same industry, if that makes sense, okay? Because I do see him going up. I see lots of stripes on the shoulder. Stripes on the chest here on the left side and stripes on the shoulder, whatever that means. I have no idea. Hat as well, the military hat. And they're also saying to me, Something about like the black, like they just show me black shiny shoes. I have no idea why I have to say that, but I'm just saying it anyway. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. What's the time? Yep. Let's keep going. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county, and I will see you there on this Facebook page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You can have a free psychic medium reading from me. I don't use any cards. I don't need to. I wouldn't have a clue how to. But yeah, you can come over to the main page on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're also streaming live across the other page on the live 90.5 FM. And over to you there, Ellie.
I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't? Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Intelligence Group, specializing in Australian corporate investigations and information risk management, workplace investigations, competitor analysis, social media intelligence, reputational risk management, internal or external investigations. Professional and proactive, Insight Intelligence Group works with you to ensure the success of the investigation. Australia-wide or global, facts, not opinion. 02 882 9837. insightintelligence.com.au.
Station sponsor.
We all know that paying for a funeral can be
Yes,
a financial
true.
burden. However, have you ever
That's
thought
so true.
of paying off a
I just
prepaid
read what you
funeral
wrote
with one
there.
of the ongoing premiums
Popeye
that is
ate spinach
associated
for
with
iron,
funeral
100%.
$1,000 can get you started. Hills Family Funerals,
That's how you
a
remember it.
family-owned and operated business of 35 years, can make it easier for you. Call 02 9659 0900. Ask for Richard Spiteri or speak to one of the friendly staff members to learn how. Get assistance today. Call
Just waiting
Hills
for the
Family
ads to go.
Funerals, station sponsor.
We've got a
The
beautiful
Hills
prayer
to
from Miss
Hawkesbury
Harvey.
Community newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies
Ah.
are printed every fortnight.
Silver
and delivered
beet,
to
same as
75
English
different
spinach, she said.
locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas.
It comes
If
up
you're
with
unable
beetroot
to
when
pick
you
up a
search.
printed
Still comes
copy,
up as
there is
beetroot.
free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au.
Yeah,
The newspaper's
I see the
social media
beetroot.
sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve, and inspire, which is why partnering with a live 90.5
Here,
makes
show everyone,
perfect
Ellie.
sense. Station
She's
sponsor.
going to
Are
show you
looking
guys.
to buy a
First
property
photo
to
is
live
a
in or for
beetroot.
Look,
investment?
that's a
At Hill
beetroot.
Financial's
That's what it comes
Property
up as.
Agency, we
So I
make
was
property
right.
buying easy and
There we
stress-free.
go.
Our
Apparently
in-depth
spinach.
market analysis
Huh?
and best-in-class
Apparently
service
spinach.
delivers outstanding
Apparently it's
returns
spinach.
for
Yeah,
your hard-earned
I've
money.
had, there's
Call us
about 6
now at
people in the comments who are saying it's spinach.
888-990 or go to
But
our
is it
Nice.
beetroot or
website,
spinach?
hillsandshores.com.au.
Let's give us a minute.
I'm going to have to ask someone else,
Remember, we
a
are
horticulturist or
buying
something.
agents. We go really hard to get the best deal from sellers. Station sponsor.
Looking for a stopover between Sydney and Brisbane?
I know a few things, but one thing I'm not good at is green thumb, that's for
Clean,
sure.
comfortable rooms
I
with friendly staff.
always seem to kill things
Family
except for avocado plant and
to
avocado
ensure your
and
stay
lemon
is
tree.
enjoyable.
I kill
Within
everybody.
walking distance of the RSL.
I've got to get someone to come and do it for me.
Various other local cafes and restaurants. Book on our webpage, kempseymotel.com, or contact us directly on 02.
You'll actually be proud of me, Ellie. I'm on fire. I've kept up with the live all night. And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And we've only got 9 minutes left, or 8 minutes by the time we say our prayer. So let's keep going. We've got a few more readings that we can do tonight. If you'd like to have a free psychic medium reading and give me a validation at the end, I'm doing this live tonight. I do it every Monday night from 9 to 11 p.m. on a live 90.5 FM. So we've got Tanya Agan. She says, haha, it's just the leaves that you eat, I think. Yeah. But the base, I'm sure that, yeah, here we go. Look, yep, there we go. 100%. I thought I was right. Look,
This is
here
the
we go.
beetroot plant.
This is the beetroot plant, and it looks
And
exactly
then-
the same as the
This is what the
there we
silver
go.
beet.
That's exactly what I saw when Spirit showed me the plant. There we go. Thank you, Miss Ellie, on fire. As usual, Miss Ellie, well done. So that's exactly what I saw when I saw a thing like the first one on the left there with the bulb at the bottom for the beetroot, and that's why I said it.
It's gonna annoy me for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I know it's going to annoy us for it's going to annoy us for the rest of the week. Donna, did you get that validation from Donna Warrimer yet? Not yet.
Yep.
You're all over it there. Early go.
Donna Warrimer said, validation. My brother's left leg issues just came back Friday, and it's a bacterial loads of medicine and lotions given. Brother totally jabbed. He's in a fib since I just took medical power of attorney, so I will call today and demand blood work. Just started zinc while we wait. Right on. As always, Leslie, thank you. And Spirit,
Oh,
thank
wow.
you.
What did she say before? My brother's left leg issues just came back Friday. That it's bacterial. Exactly what I said. 100%. I saw the infection in the leg. 100%. Loads of medication and lotions given. You can also use. There's another thing. Can you send me a message? I can't say this one on air. But Donna Warima, can you send me a private message and I'll send you some information on some other product that I have that I know that I take myself? Not for infection, I don't have any infection, but I take it just as a cleanser thing for my body. So I feel like there's all stuff inside the bloodstream and it's just feeding this infection in your leg, in your brother's leg. So that's good. And I feel dizzy. Oh my God, I just felt so dizzy around you. Wow. That's insane. And I just feel like a low blood pressure there as well. There you go. And over to you there, Ellie. We've got another one.
So Erin Walsh said, "Thank you so much. My husband and daughter both deal with psoriasis on their scalp, so that may be where the
100%.
itching is coming from. You are totally right. My husband is not liking the position at all, but he keeps chugging along. I will tell him to keep staying positive. He does wear black shiny shoes when he is in his dress blues. Thank you so much."
Yeah, also, Erin, the skin allergy or skin psoriasis, I feel like there's a deficiency in the zinc there. So anything with skin, your skin's your largest organ. Anything with skin issues or any allergies or any type of infection or any eczema, you name it, whatever is going on with the skin, it's usually a deficiency, a severe deficiency in zinc. And I think it's selenium as well from memory. So please get onto that. Get to a functional medicine doctor where they do the naturopath side as well as the medical side. They've got both perspectives. Marek, Boston voice. Yes, please. Can I have a message, Marek, from Western Australia in Singleton? Cool bananas. I haven't had you on here before. Now, why did I say cool bananas? I hardly ever say cool bananas. Do you say that, Boston? Oh my gosh. I think this is number 93 for the sneeze tonight for Ellie.
Sorry.
God blessed. It's when you do it sometimes, if I'm not aware, you're going to frighten the life out of me. So
Yeah.
like my cat did to me yesterday. I was doing a private reading yesterday and I was fully in flight, on fire, reading, talking, looking this way as I normally do. And the cat jumped up on my left and frightened the absolute life out of me. I just about threw everything up in the air.
I scared my poor friend while she was driving this morning by sneezing.
So we've got Marek here and Boston from Singleton in WA. So what do we get for you? What does Spirit get for you there? So, I do see. Why did I just get the word advertising around you? So what does that mean to you? I don't understand that. Advertising. I also see like TV media stuff as well. Have you been good boy or bad boy? Oh, bless you, Ellie. Also, like I just see, I don't know why, but TV media, all that stuff, does that interest you, or do you have some fascination with it, or something you're involved with something like that? Because I do see something around you there with advertising, TV or media. If that's what you're thinking of doing, or you've done that in the past, that would have been good for you. I'm also getting pain in my left arm as well around you. So they're also giving me like this pain here, okay, on the inside of the arm. I just feel like that's really strong pain as well. I feel like there was a break in the arm maybe when you were younger or a young child. I do see a young male that's got an arm in a sling, and I also see 17 around you, the number 8, and the month of August. So birthdays, anniversaries, and memorials, either around 17, 8, or August. I also feel like this pain in my arm is just not stopping now, so I really want to get rid of it. But when you go to sleep at night, do you get the pins and needles in your arm? Like you can't actually sleep with your arm up because it gets pins and needles. I just saw that. And I feel like there's issues around sleeping pattern for you as well. It's like you fall asleep and then you're out cold, then you wake up. It's like instant wake up and you can't get back to sleep. That's what I'm seeing around you. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff on your mind at the moment, okay? And I do see the anxiety around you. And do you actually smoke? or who's the smoker? A male figure similar to you that smokes around you, okay? So definitely smoker. I just smelt it as well. They just gave me the smell on the microphone. I went, oh, that's that kind of like really, it's full on. So who's the smoker around you? And I feel like there's itchiness around the beard as well, itchy. I feel like there's itchiness around a male's beard, like they show me like red scaly skin under through the hairs on the face. Okay, so that's what scaly skin. Another person with zinc deficiency as well. So please top up on that. I'm also seeing the hair go at the top. So if anybody ever gets like receding hair at the top, at the side, especially females as well, receding hair at the side or issues with the hair, it's usually a deficiency in zinc. And then you also have brain fog as well. So brain fog, and you can't make decisions. You're confused. It's very hard to taste or smell. So severe zinc deficiencies, like the taste or the smell is completely gone. I don't feel like that is the case with you, but I'm getting pain in both my hands. I've got pain in my wrist as well, and my right wrist. So what's happened there? I also see vehicle as well. Was there a car accident with a dark blue car, or do you drive a dark blue car or a dark colored car? So it looks like to me either dark blue, charcoal, like a dark charcoal. It's definitely not a black, but I do see either dark blue or dark charcoal or dark gray. Nah, like something like, yeah, I can't quite see the color, but I do see the car like that, and I feel like there's been an issue. I see impact on the side of the car, so please be careful. If you have that car and nothing's happened, I want you to be super duper careful between now and Christmas time, okay? Definitely around the Christmas time. And this is going to occur at a pedestrian crossing. Definitely, I just see pedestrian crossing, and I see someone coming out, and then boom, bang. Okay, so please be careful around pedestrian crossing. Otherwise, there's going to be a few things happening there. And I do see things changing pace with work or communication around you as well. So definitely the comms is coming up. I call it comms communications coming up. And I do feel like there's a lot of things that you've done in the past that you regret, but you don't regret, if that makes sense. So, and I also see what's it called, tattoo, either on this here, or like a wrist type thing around the hand. It looks like to me either thick bracelet, long thick leather bracelet, or a tattoo. I can't quite see it. It was all dark and then it was gone. Like it looked like a tattoo, then it was gone. So has that been removed? And I'll leave that there. If you could validate that before we finish tonight, that would be amazing. He just said, right. He said, yes, there was. The car was written off. Okay, 100%. Exactly what I saw. Wow. What else is there? Do it all in one validation for me, lovey. He says, not sure about media, no pain, but I have a scar there. Right. Yes, definitely saw the accident. Is he saying anything else there, Ellie? I don't think my feed's going fast enough. He says, I'm a female. Right. Why do I see strong male energy around you? Why do I see that? Because when I was reading, I got female and I thought, nah. I said, nah, this energy is really strong. It's like you've got a really powerful, like, aura energy around you. But definitely the accident, did that hurt the arm as well? Did that like hurt the arm side of the face as well? Or who was that? Was that the other person? Because I do see car accident. I see like 2. Were you in 2? Your energy is very, very powerful, very strong, very, very masculine. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but that's what I saw. And I also feel like there's issues around the ovaries or around the hormone area department for you as well. My son had passed over, and both okay, this is why. Okay, so I must have 2 people coming through. She says, my son had passed over, and both my male cousins. My cousin was in Bali bombings. That's why. Okay, so that's why I'm probably getting a lot of feedback. So yeah, so here with the wrist again is killing me. My head's killing me now. All my head here, and I just like all my wrist, the whole lot. I just feel like there's lots of lots of trauma, lots of impact. And it looks like to me dark blue car that's had the impact or the trauma. I don't get it. Yeah, I feel like the stress of the body, of the actual trauma of the body is quite prominent. Okay, so but I'll leave that there, and we will. What's the time? Oh wow, we're over time. But I'll quickly read the prayer and then we're off. So this is Lonely from Wendy Harvey. Your life is a timeline that is moving each second. You can't stop this process just because you beckoned. Take each day one step at a time, then you will feel it. All will be fine. When you feel lost on your way through, many care and love you if only you knew. Life can be hard on any given day. These words are for you, dear, hence why we all pray. Tomorrow will arrive, just you wait and see. Just like the branches on a beautiful tree. Cry your tears if you feel you must. You really do matter, on this you can trust. We all have our days when we feel so sad, yet tomorrow will dawn. You might feel so glad. So try to be gentle, especially to you. You have angels among you. Know this to be true. And good night, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock till midnight. And you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Alive 90.5.
You are
Whoa.
listening to Alive 90.5.
Wow. Just want to say that.
To our website.
Hang on a second. Whoa. Oh, get that back. What did she say? Yeah, that energy for those people. She says lots of trauma in our family, 100%. And that's why I felt there was a lot of male masculine energy around you there, Merrick, because I feel like there's a line of them all here with me. That's why I was thinking that you might be the male, but I'm thinking it's these ones here now. That's what I was getting. Oh, that's very. You're welcome, Lovey. She says thank you so much. And we'll leave it there, guys. We're finishing. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Where are we?